Alright guys, it's Team 3, so I'm back with another One Piece Band Rush video, and in today's video we're looking at Hina and Apoo. Shoutouts to the homie Gort, whatever you want to call him. Dogs are barking in the background because they know this team got the dog in them. This is my Apoo though. Obviously he's Apoo. He's pretty good, honestly. Probably the best runner in the game. Looking at my stats though, 8,037 or 8,800. I can't count. 837 HP, 1083 attack, pretty good, and 382 defense. There's a cap speed medal set. You got cap speed right there, and also more cap speed right there. His skills, he has slash. This is like it's a close range attack first. He jumps back and then he does a long range with this when it stuns. Well, it stuns people in general, but then he also does the backwards thing. So you can actually use that to kind of like maneuver away from enemies. I've tried that a couple of times. It actually does work. It's actually not too bad of a skill. A lot of people don't really like it. It's not the worst. It's just you have to learn how to use it and how close you have to be. You literally have to be inside of the person first for the first hit to hit, or the second hit will not hit. You literally have to get that stun hit on, or you're just going to be out of range. That's one thing to note as well. And then the second one is Boom. This one's a charging skill. It's a gives you a flame probability. It does knockback as well. It also gives you a speed boost, I'm pretty sure. You can also just use it in the beginning and get your speed boost there while doing it. It's not too bad either. It takes a minute to charge up, but it is good to maneuver away from people, because while you're charging, you obviously can move while you're doing so. Right here, the character traits. Right here, when you down an enemy, you get speed boost by 10% for 6 seconds. Not too bad. It's good to run away with, which is his job, obviously. When your speed is more than 80%, you get 50% cap speed, which is still really good. When you're using skill 2, you get a speed buff by 20% for 10 seconds, what I was talking about. When attacking an enemy around your enemy's treasure, you get damage increased by 20%, which I didn't know he actually had. That's pretty good. And then also when you capture a treasure, you get skill 2 cooldown by 30%, and then you also have resist stagger as well. Not too bad actually. For him being super old and him being obviously Apoo, it's actually not too bad of traits. The second unit is Mommy Hina. I'm rocking a Rumble, obviously. HP defense 2.6k HP, 1.1 defense. For the first skill, we have Black Spear, just a mid-range area attack. It's okay. You can kind of push the range. It's not too great though, obviously, because it is pretty slow since she is a really old unit. This Kimono sleeve cage is actually her bread and butter. This skill is actually pretty fucking good. I like it a lot. It's mid-range area attack with a chance to flick bind, and bind is so underrated because no one has it besides this unit, and this basically works with any unit that's not immune to status effects. You can be immune to stun like Roger and Shanks, but this will still work on them. So that's something else to note as well. So this status is still really good. They stay there for a minute. It's really great. It's only for 4 seconds though, so having like warlords on this team setup would be great. I don't have it sadly, so I wouldn't be using warlords, but it would be great because 4 seconds isn't too long. You get a couple normals in there though. So the skill attack is 246. You get bind activation, obviously bind effect for 4 seconds. Like I said, they reduce their defense by 10%, and that's for 20 seconds. The cooldown is 32. For her traits, when you're attacking the enemy, you get a 2% chance to flick bind for 4 seconds. So it's kind of like Roger and Shanks is 5% stun, but this is 2, so this one won't proc as much, obviously, because I mean Roger and Shanks have like 90% chance to stun. But the time that does happen, it's super clutch. I really like that trait a lot that they gave her. Too bad her normals are really slow, obviously, because she is really old. When around your captured treasure, you get 30% damage reduction. When enemies are inflicted with bind, you get skill 1 by 5%. When attacking the enemy with bind, you get 20% increased damage. And also when around your captured treasure, you get skill 2 by 50%. You guys got a little bit of heals when you get hit more than 45% of your health, because that's the boost trait. Like I said though, looking at these units, obviously they're old, you know, they're not going to be great for the meta, blah, you know, blah blah blah, you know, they're going to be shit, but for what they are and how old they are, they got some pretty decent traits. I feel like, obviously I don't recommend you playing this team. It's more for funsies and kind of like jokes and gags, because you can get some pretty cheeky stuff off with bind. Like I said, same thing with the Apoo slash, running away from people, just being kind of a nuisance. That's what my goal is for this team. For the support though, we have Straw Hat Pirates, Paramise, Captain, New World, Worst Gen, a little bit of runner. I couldn't get a max because only Luffy's not a runner, sadly, so it is what it is. Grand Line, defender, and attacker. Obviously, like I said, warlords would be great if you do want to use this team, but I highly don't recommend it unless you're the homie Gort, then go ahead. But yeah, like I said, this man's been waiting for this gameplay for quite a minute. I've been edging this guy, literally been uploading fuck all besides this one. He asked me a while ago, and for a revisit, because I actually did this duo a while ago. So this kind of like to see how badly they've aged even more. They've been aging like milk, and now they're basically cheese at this point, or like blue cheese or some shit. So they're not that great. But yeah, I'm just gonna try my best. Obviously, this might just be like another Alabasta Luffy X 1-0 Law showcase, because that one was awful. But I think this team has a little bit more potential. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these two units. If they're good, all that good stuff. Did I play good? Did I play too aggressive? I know a lot of people have been calling me out on that, so I kind of like want to, balance it out instead of attacking so much, because I do that pretty often. So that's just another thing to note as well. Let me know if you guys use these units. I know preferably a lot of people use Apoo as support, not to play, but if you do want to kind of like joke around and just fuck around with people, I do recommend this team. But yeah, just don't use it in top ranks or even like high SS, like 2K plus. You're just asking for it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this team. And with that being said, the team 3-star sign out. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.
Come on.